Okay, right now I have a blank Visual Studio Code text editor open, and I've already created my virtual environment. So now it's just for me to install my dependencies, which is PySimpleGUI and QR code. Those are the two dependencies I will be installing with pip. Once that has been done, the next is to import PySimpleGUI. But I'll have to get the correct name for my PySimpleGUI. I'm going to select my interpreter just at the bottom corner and choose the recommended one so that I can have the proper IntelliSense for this project. So I'll import PySimpleGUI, then import QR code, then I will set the theme sg.theme. I was setting it to blue mono. Then we'll set the font to Monaco, and we will give it a size of 18. Then we're going to put the image widget. We're going to define it separately. So we're going to use a list, and we're going to leave it blank because we're going to update it based on the user input, and we're going to give it a key of QR code. Then we define the layout. Our layout is going to have 4 rows, so which is represented by the 4 lists inside. So in the first row, we're going to have a label, which is going to be enter URL, and in the second row, that's where the input would be, and I'm going to leave it as blank, and I'll give it a key of URL. Then in the third row, this is where we're going to put our image. So because we want to center the image, we're going to use a column, and we're going to create a list and pass in the element that we created before, then set the justification to center. Then the last row is going to be the button, and where the value is going to be generated, and the key would be submit. So the key will be submit. I'm going to set the expand X to true so that it will fill the available space on the window. So now create the window, give it a title of QR code generator, passing the layout and passing the font. Then we'll create our application loop. So we'll pass in the events, we'll get the event and the values from window.read function. Then we'll handle our quit event with sg.close. Then we'll break. If there is a quit event, we're going to break, and we'll do window.close. So once we've done that, we'll now handle the submit event. So we'll check for the submit event based on the key we created. Then we'll get the value of the URL from the URL values from the URL key with the URL key we created. Then we're going to check if the URL exists. If it exists, that means we're going to use the QR code make method to create the image for us and save it. Then once we've done that, we'll now upload the image path. We'll now update the image path with the QR code image that we created earlier. Once we've done that, we can now run everything, and you see that everything is going to work very fine. So you I'm typing in my blog website address, and everything works perfectly fine. Thank you very much. Like and share and subscribe.